You've decided to go to Headless e-commerce, and the first thing you realise is that you need a head. Great, I have flexibility. I can create storefronts for all of my customer touch points. But I don't have a web store right now. What am I going to use to replace my website? These are all the questions I get asked every time a customer decides to move towards headless or move towards a Mac architecture. If you have a large dev team and you prefer to build things yourself, it's just a matter of picking a JavaScript framework, picking your architectural patterns, and just getting on with the job. However, that's a giant leap and a huge amount of work to just start everything from the ground up. But don't worry, there's an increasing number of storefronts out of the box and a new emerging category called Frontend as a service. But now it's a question of which one do you choose? How do you choose one storefront over another storefront? This video will help you understand what to look for in a storefront and which is the right storefront for you. So let's waste no more time. Let's get to it. I've listed here 9 essential factors that you should consider if you're embarking on looking at an e-commerce storefront or a front-end as a service. Number 1, the technology stack. What is the platform based on? And what developer skills are you going to need? This depends on the developers you have access to, the availability of those skills in the industry, and whether that technology is looking like it's going to stick around. Today, the leading technologies used in front-end development tend to be React and Next and Vue and Nuxt. Number 2, how open is the storefront tech platform? Is it in a closed ecosystem for a specific vendor? Is it generic and integratable across the whole industry, or is it open source? This could be a considerable consideration if you have multiple digital experiences running across multiple vendor e-commerce platforms, especially if you're concerned about reuse or vendor lock-in. Number 3, how many progressive web application characteristics does the storefront demonstrate? For instance, does it work offline? Can it deal with poor network connectivity? Can you install it on your home screen? Is it SEO friendly and has it been optimized for performance? If the storefront has been implemented as a PWA, you know that it has incorporated lots of best practices and you know that you don't have to do that work. Number 4, rendering implementation. What options are available for you to render the customer experience? For instance, does it have server-side rendering, SSR? Or does it have static site generation, SSG? Or does it have a hybrid? Or is it just fixed to one specific option? These options will help you understand how the storefront performs in different contexts. It will help you understand how well it can be indexed by search engines such as Google. It's important to understand the effort involved in configuration and switching these options on. Number 5, how flexible is the user experience? Is it a templated user experience with styling options, or does it provide complete customization and complete composability? Does it come with out-of-the-box design components? Does it have a configurable design system? Does it provide theming? Is it completely customizable? Also, are best practices applied for responsive design and accessibility? Number 6, how is the storefront deployed and hosted? Is it a full multi-tenanted cloud-native SaaS? Or is it delivered through private instances? Or do you have to host it yourself? What SLAs does it have, and is it going to scale to your traffic requirements? What monitoring is there, and how secure is the platform? What accreditations does it have? Does it have SOC 2, and does it need to be PCI compliant? Hi, yes, you. Can you just take a little minute? If you're liking this, can you just press the like button? Thanks. This will help the video to be shared with many others and they can also enjoy it. Number 7, integration and API orchestration. How well does the storefront integrate with other headless systems? The sorts of things you need to consider are, does it use a BFF or does it use GraphQL? If it uses a BFF, is it closed or does it allow customizations? Do new integrations require a fair amount of development, or is it a low-code, no-code solution? How many out-of-the-box integrations are there? Are there integrations with e-commerce? Are there integrations with CMS? Are there integrations with personalization, with search, with checkout, and with payment? Getting this right is critical for accelerating development and providing real composability. Number 8, support. What levels of support are there? Is there a help desk? Are there enterprise support options available? And what are the ticketing SLAs? How well documented is the system for developers and business users? Is there any form of training available? Number 9, ecosystem. Is there any form of ecosystem? Are there a standard set of system integrators that can develop this storefront? Or is there a developer community? This is really important if you only have a small team and you're looking for external help to get the project off the ground. These factors may not be the only ones that you should consider when selecting a storefront or a front-end as a service. The relative importance of each one will really depend on your business requirements, your back-end, and the vendors that you've selected. But I think these factors are an excellent start in evaluating storefronts to create a shortlist. I hope you found this useful. If you did, please don't forget to press the like button. Yeah, press that like button. And if you haven't already, please don't forget to subscribe before you go. But for now, it's time to say thank you, goodbye, and I'll see you next time.